Hey guys, welcome to the channel.
Welcome back.
Yeah, we today wanted to address how we earn cruises and how we've been able to go to so many cruises in such a short span on a very strictly tight budget. So really, we wanted to share that experience with you guys and hear some of your experiences as to how you guys get your cruises or how you guys do in in your cruising journeys. When you want to start it off, or
Yeah. So I don't know about you guys, but we're parents of 4 kids, so family of 6, and travel can be expensive. So that's why cruises was like our dream vacation, because everything is just right there.
Right.
You get to travel the world, and the first one we went on was Icon, and it was pricey, and we didn't really know much about the casino or the
any of the
comp system.
offers or anything.
Yeah. Obviously, we hadn't been on one, so we wouldn't have got one then. But then we went on our second cruise by ourselves, actually.
Yeah.
Like a month or 2 later, and that's when we learned the tricks.
Was it a month or 2 later when we went to
So it was April and then August,
April and then August?
or July. I think it was in July. So it was a couple months later.
Yeah. And I mean, obviously, when you start on Icon of the Seas, which was at that point in time the biggest ship in the world, to then going to Navigator of the Seas, we were like, whoa, it was a little bit of a shock in size, but it was still massive, though.
Still amazing.
It's still a massive ship, wonderful experience. I absolutely loved it.
Yes.
So in that particular ship, one of the first things we learned about was we made friends who really guided us onto making sure we meet the casino host, look at the reward kind of like sheet that they have that tells you on this voyage how many points you need in order to earn a free cruise.
Yes.
So we paid attention in that particular cruise. And I would say that we strictly tried to at least adhere to getting to that first
and doing
tier.
Next Cruise with it.
Yeah, and combining Next Cruise, which Next Cruise, if you're not sure what it is, in Royal, they have a booking system where if you make your reservation, put down the deposit of $200 per stateroom, it allows you to get a particular offer that they may be offering at the time. And when you're doing casino offers, it might be an even better offer. So that's what she means when she says Next Cruise. So, yeah, I mean, we went down to the casino.
Yeah. And then the big thing is making sure you use your card, too.
Yeah, we see a lot of people in the casino that don't use their cards. And let me tell you, we live in Vegas, so it's not like we're new to like earning comps or the cashback systems in some of the casinos. But, you know, we just hadn't been on a cruise, or this was our second one in particular, and we just weren't sure of how that system worked on our first one. Once we learned on Navigator,
that was it.
that
was it for us.
Yeah, that was it in the sense that we started to do that all the time. We started to make sure we bring a budget for gambling and essentially take a day, several hours during our cruise ship. We like to pop in. If we're back from the pool, we'll pop into the casino, play for an hour with a budget, with a point sort of structure.
Yeah, we want to hit a certain amount of points every day to hit what we've decided, because you can go up and up and up and up, but we usually decide like, okay, this is what we want.
Right.
And on top of that, they will sometimes send offers away from that. Like once you gamble enough in the casino, they'll start sending you flyers and offers.
Right. Yeah, that's one of the things that I started to notice immediately after we did Navigator, that we started to get so many offers.
Yeah.
A lot of offers that ultimately we were like very shocked about. It helped us in planning our next cruise very quickly. And we were able to bring our family,
Yeah, well, that was a big cruise we went on too. We took your parents.
Yeah.
Your sister came, your nephew.
We went right back to Navigator.
Yeah, it's right back. Because at the time that was the only one in LA.
We went I think it was during the World Series, right?
It was October, yeah.
Yeah, and when we went, again, it was just another wonderful experience. We were able to take all our kids, and to be able to take all our kids on a cruise where it's a resort sort of environment, it really it brings so much joy, I think, to us. And this is why we've started to try and join the community of cruising and trying to share with other families how wonderful it can be. We know that it is not for everyone, We're just showing what we're passionate about and how our kids enjoy.
But if you haven't been on a cruise, I really feel like you should try one.
Some of the other things, too. Samantha's a travel agent.
Yes.
So there's some offers and things that she gets for like either a free cruise. So things like that are things we're going to be also exploring that we'll report back to you guys how those go.
Yeah.
But there's so many different ways of earning comps on cruise ships because they want you to gamble in the casino and they want you to come in and sell you other things. And boy, let me tell you, there's some great other offers that we kind of tend to splurge on, but we'll tackle those along the way. We just wanted to really give you guys an idea about how we earn our cruises on cruise ships through the casino. Personally, like I said, we do hit the slots.
We do. If we are on a cruise by ourselves, which is not the normal, we'll spend a lot more time in the casino so we can really get those points up. When we have the kids, we have a more selective amount of time that we will be in there. If he wants to go by himself, go right ahead. We also like to look for slots, play some slots and see which ones we notice. We're actually accumulating points. It feels like faster. It's not faster technically, but it's good amount of gameplay where you could play for a long period of time and get all
a good
your points
return
up.
on a point per dollar system type of thing.
Yeah.
And it doesn't always work in the same machine because we've been back on a cruise ship where we go back to that same machine and it
it's not
doesn't.
the same,
So I feel like obviously we all who gamble know that it's all.
And it's all superstition, I feel like.
It is, but we do try to find those machines that are good point, almost like aggregators, where you get like the best point per dollar.
Even if you just go back up to even and then you play a little bit and it gets you back to even constantly, that's what we try to find.
Right. And we do have had a really good experience in earning cruises through that method.
Yes.
We sometimes we had some losses in some cruises. Boy, did Icon again. I think Icon we hit the tables.
Yeah, and I will say I've heard that the tables is good for getting points. Unfortunately for us,
when we were on Icon, we weren't going into any sort of point system. I know there's a ton of I love craps. There's a ton of different ways of earning more and being more strategic about it.
We did play a lot on the tables, and we didn't really get a lot of points for it.
Well, we played on this game called I Love Suits, and we loved it.
Oh, yeah. If they have that in Vegas, I would play it all the
Yeah,
time.
it was amazing. And I think they might have it in some of the casinos, but we're not sure because we not really play tables too much. But on the cruise ship, we tend to play a little bit more on the tables because most of the dealers are very friendly. The only time I experienced not so friendly was actually this last time on Quantum when we walked up to the craps table. The young lady that was up was like not that friendly, and I was very it was when we were with
you went up. I was kind of standing back a little bit.
We had made some friends and walked up to the table, and we were kind of I was kind of just showing them how to play craps without really going to the table yet, and she was a little very unfriendly, but that's the only unfriendly experience I've ever had on Royal. As Royal's great, so. But yeah, the point system on Icon, we really didn't even have a method, and we played I Love Suits, and we spent tons of money because we were having just a good time, and I don't even think we accumulated any. I mean, I don't know. I can't even recall.
It didn't feel like an equal amount to the amount of money we spent. But
For sure.
It is what it is.
Yeah, we had a good time. But we just, again, wanted to give you guys a little bit of how we earn our cruises. So we stick to slots. We try to earn the point system we can. We go down and we speak to the casino host on day one, and that's how.
Check out the point system.
And we check out the point system. And then we try before the cruise end to do our next cruise booking, which we'll continue to cover along the way. So let us know how you guys earn your comps on the cruise, and if you have any specific strategy that you'd like to share or like us to cover or have a question on, feel free to put it on the comments. Let us know. Thank you guys for joining us for this episode. Check out some of the other ones, and we'll share some more experiences.
See you next time.
Electric Davy Samantha, slots to seize, mi gente. Vámonos from the slots to the seas. Vamos ya. 4 kids in the bag, mama en el mapa. Samantha with the deals, she's the plug. Electric Day with the jokes, showing love. Cruise news on the dock every day. Packing up the minivan on our way.